up, everyone? Thanks for tuning into my channel, Jace's Own World. In this video, I'm going to be discussing some things on what I'm going to be doing with my GTI in the future, coming into the year 2025. As a bunch of you know, if you haven't watched my videos in the last few videos, 5 or so videos in the past on this channel, go ahead and take a look at that. I explained that my motor seized up and that the GTI is down, and that I will be getting a new motor for it in the future. But as of right now, I haven't got it yet. It's only been about 2 months, or give or take, and I'm going to be waiting basically until I finish school and have some other bills paid off before I put myself into a new motor on the GTI. As of right now, I'm driving a daily car, which is this car right here. But in this video, I wanted to get your guys' opinion on what I should do as far as picking which motor I want to get for the GTI. Now, before I get into that question that I'm going to ask of you guys, my goals and my plans for the GTI are as follows. I'm going to get another engine for the vehicle. I am not going to take my engine out and rebuild it and put that one in. To me, it's just I don't know what's going on the internal part of the engine and how extensive all of that work will be. Plus, I would most likely have to take that to a shop to get that professionally done, because I don't have all those tools. And yeah, I could probably do it myself and it would take some time, but I trust a shop more than I trust myself on that kind of thing. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get a different engine, take the one that's in there that's seized right now, take that out, and I'm going to put a different engine in there. As far as anything else on the car, I am going to most likely stay with my current tuner, but I am going to probably put a new turbo on it. It's going to be hybrid, but I do not know if it's going to be a hybrid IS20 turbo or a hybrid IS38. I'm kind of up in the air right now, because I know the hybrid IS20 would spool faster, and for like street driven car, which is what this one is going to be, it's going to be a weekend / canyon car. That's what the GTI is going to be. It will just have better drivability, whereas a hybrid IS38, it will give you more power, but the drivability will be a little worse because it's going to spool a little later, like 300 to 400 RPMs later or somewhere around there. So I'm debating on that, but I am going to get a new turbo for it. I'm going to get a new downpipe and have my exhaust cut out, welded into that new downpipe. The reason for that is because the downpipe that I have on the GTI right now is so old. It's an eBay version. Rev 9 is the manufacturer who made that, and the hangers that I have on it were welded by a welding shop, and they do better than what the hangers came with from eBay from when I got it, but they're still not the best. And so I want to get a quality downpipe that pretty much bolts up fine without no rattles or anything like that. But I'm going to weld my exhaust cutout either into the downpipe, which I have right now, or I'm going to find a different area to weld that in and have a shop do that. So we got so far a newer engine, a new upgraded turbo, some type of hybrid, and then a new downpipe. It's going to be 3-inch most likely, and I'm still debating on the downpipe whether I should keep it catless or if I want to do a high flow cat. I really don't know yet. It really doesn't matter which one I want to do. Personally, I don't care if it has a high flow cat, because that way I'll be able to pass emissions if I move to a different area. As of right now, I live in an area where there are no emissions, so I don't have to worry about that. But I won't be living here forever. My next thing will probably be like little things here and there, like a new turbo inlet pipe, a new dog bone, new intake manifold, a lot of new type of accessories and stuff like that. Probably a new charge pipe that's going from the turbo down to the intercooler. Stuff like that I know needs replacing on my car, because my GTI has a lot of stock parts on there, and they're all very high mileage, 183, almost 184,000 miles on them all. So that stuff. The next thing that I'm really going to be focusing on is a new intercooler. I'm most likely going to get a new front mount intercooler, and I already have the brand that I want to go with. And then the last big ticket item that I'm going to put in the car is going to be a WaveTrack LSD into the car. So I'm going to be putting that in there. I think that's the last final piece to the puzzle of making the GTI a very fun, daily, and trackable car. So right now it just has the one wheel peel, because it's a base model. So I've been wanting that WaveTrack for the longest time, and I'm finally going to get that, and that's going to be the last piece of the puzzle with everything. I might eventually go flex fuel and stuff like that, but that's going to be way into the future and stuff like that. So, but those are the big ticket items, guys. Once again, we got the new engine, we got a new turbo, we got a new intercooler, a new downpipe, and the WaveTrack LSD. So that's 5 big ticket items that I'm going to be putting on this car. It's a lot. And, honestly, the first thing is getting the new motor. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about. So I've been debating on what to do as far as motor-wise putting in the car. And I would like to get your feedback. If you can write it in the comments. Anything you want to write or anything like that, obviously, but if you want to get me some help, or what you would do if you were in my position, I'm debating on whether or not getting a used motor. It will most likely be from a Mark 7.5. The Mark 7.5 motors, they fit exactly in all the same spots as the Mark 7. They're all the same. And so what I have found online is that for some reason, the Mark 7.5 motors are cheaper than the Mark 7s. I don't know if that's because more people are looking for Mark 7s, and suppliers know that, so they're raising the price of them. But I have found that the Mark 7.5 motors are cheaper with lower mileage. So I have found some that are like in the $4,500 to $5,000 range with like 30 to 50,000 miles on them, which is pretty low in my opinion. And that used motor would come with all of the accessories on it, meaning the intake manifold, the fuel pump, all the fueling, all the coolant hoses, all the accessories, that alternator, the starter, all of that stuff is going to be included on that motor for that price. So that's one option. The second option is to buy a brand new long block with 0 miles on it and swap over all of my accessories that I currently have on my GTI that's sitting in the garage onto that new long block. A new long block, I have found that I can find them when they're on sale for like $3,500. So I'd be saving a little bit of money there, and I would have a 0 mileage engine. Now, the reason why I'm coming to you guys to see what you guys would do if you were in my position is because I'm debating on which one I want to do. The new long block sounds really nice and all, but then I would be swapping over all of my very high mileage accessories on my current GTI. The starter probably needs replacing. Intake manifold definitely needs to be replaced. There's gaskets and all sorts of hoses and all sorts of plugs and all sorts of stuff that are very high mileage right now. I mean, the car has almost 184,000 miles on it, and it's gone through extreme winters in Utah to extreme summers in Arizona. So a lot of parts, and I've noticed with my connectors especially, they're starting to get a little brittle and are easily broken. And so yeah, I would have a brand new long block engine with all the internals are brand new and everything's great. But now I have to deal with swapping over all of my accessories, and who knows if those are going to fail like immediately or if they're going to fail anytime soon. And that's kind of the last thing I don't want to happen. I don't want anything to really fail that quickly. I just kind of want to get the motor in, put it in, and get on the road and enjoy it. So there's that option. It's the cheaper option compared to getting a used motor with all of those accessories. Like if I bought a used motor with, let's just say, 40,000 miles, all the accessories that come on that engine are only going to have 40,000 miles on it, which is a lot less than what mine currently has on my motor sitting in the garage. It has 4 times that many miles on it, over 4 times. So yeah, I might be spending about $1,500 more, give or take, for a used motor with low mileage, but I'm going to have a lot less headaches, most likely. I'm not saying there's not going to be any, but most likely I'm going to have a lot less headaches putting that motor in compared to a brand new block with all the old accessories. And so, oh, and then one more thing, there will be a lot less work when it comes to swapping the motor out and in if I bought a used motor, because I won't have to swap over all the accessories. All the accessories are going to be on the used motor already. So as long as everything looks good and I inspect it and everything's fine, it should just be a pretty easy, not easy, but like simplistic swap out and in, motor to motor type of thing. So that's what this video is about. I just wanted to come to you guys. I wanted to give you an update on everything, the 5 main things that I am planning to do with the car. And this is all going to be in like 2025, so it's going to be a while, guys. So be patient with me, be patient with my channel. But I'm coming to you to see what you would do if you were in my position. Save a little money and buy the new long block, or spend a little more money and buy the used motor that comes with all the accessories. So leave it in the comments on what you would do with your vehicle if you were in my position. When I get to that point, obviously I'm going to be recording everything, and so that you guys are involved with the process and everything, which will be really fun. And then even though I do have those 5 main things that I want to do, that doesn't mean I'm going to do them all at the same time, because everything costs money, right? We all know that. But I know for a fact that when I do put the motor out, I'm going to be getting the weight track. The weight track is going to be the first thing that I do on the motor, because it's going to be out, it's going to be easily accessible, and I can just take my transmission to a shop, pay the money for them to install it, and then bring it back, and it's going to be easy peasy, just on and off type of thing. So I will definitely be doing that, and it's something that I've also wanted to have on that car for at least 4 years now. It's just been one of those things where it costs quite a bit of money, especially for the install from the shop and stuff like that. So that's why I haven't done it. But yeah, so that's that. Leave it in the comments, please. Thank you for watching this video. Thanks for all of you who have stuck around and are sticking around, and those of you who are new, I appreciate everything that you guys do, for your subscribing, for your liking, for your disliking, for your commenting, for your sharing, all of that stuff. I really appreciate it. This channel is doing great, and I thank you. So I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments of what you would like to do if you were in my position. And until the next video, peace.